Well, I'm back at the desert, and as you can see, I'm working at night down in Landers. This window is not level with this window, and so the siding that they're putting on is going to reveal that. I'll show you what the siding looks like. Sorry, I don't have much lighting right now. It's working at night because it gets up to the high 90s here during the day. It's mid-August, August 15th. And so this is the siding that they're going to be doing around the entire house. So those gaps have to be consistent underneath each window, especially windows that are right next to each other. And in this case, when they put the siding on, it's not going to be exact, and you're going to be able to see it on the window previously that I showed you. I put a laser level on it, and yeah, it's needs to come up about 3/16 of an inch. Yep, so I'm back in near Yucca Valley, California. Had to make an emergency drive down here, but here I am. I'll be working for a little while, and I'll probably drive back up to Seattle. I've got a couple shows, September 1st and September 9th in Seattle that I'm playing. Actually, one's in Tacoma, but yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight, overnight. It's nice weather out right now. Anyway, so like I was saying, I got to raise this window up about 3/16 of an inch and level it better. I thought it was going to be a pretty big job, but it turns out it's really not going to be that bad. Knock on wood. Because all I got to do is take some screws out along the sides, and missing a screw there. They barely put any screws in this thing to begin with. There's only one on the bottom, and dang, there's like one on the bottom. This side's not even screwed in, so yeah, there's no screws up top. So once I pull all those screws out, it's gonna wanna come out of the hole. So I've got this beam keeping the window in the hole when I take those out. But first I gotta go in on the inside of the window and make sure the drywall is out of the way up top. Actually, I climbed up a ladder and I already checked up there, and I think I can just raise it. I don't even think the drywall's in the way on the inside of the window, so I think this is gonna go pretty quick. All right, yep, it only took 2 minutes, really. I mean, I got the left one. You can see the laser levels right along that bottom edge. And if we come over here, I know it's really hard to see, but I was able to lift this window up. I think there was only 3 screws in the entire thing, maybe 4 at the most. And I can see that it needs to come up a tiny bit on the right, but other than that, it took nothing at all to do this job. So just have to put some screws back in, and I can't believe that's it, because it was supposed to take 3 or 4 hours. All in all, it took about an hour to level the right window with the left. Not much was holding it in to begin with, so I guess that helped. But I did notice something about this window, and that is the weep hole. The weep holes are on top, which means this window was installed upside down. So I got the go ahead to pull this window out because it was upside down. Now I can flip it over, and took about a minute and a half. Had 5 screws in it. That was all that was holding that in. Just came right out so quickly. I'm gonna leave this window open because the house is still real hot in here, very humid. So I got some doors to hang inside, so I'm gonna leave this window out until I'm about to leave, and then I'll stick that back in. I'm just taking 1/2 inch off of these doors, so there's a 1/2 inch gap under each door once they're installed. This other leg I'll take a little bit less off, probably 1/8 less, because I noticed the floor where I'm installing it isn't exactly level, and that should make the door itself level. So I'll take 3/8 of an inch off the bottom and 1/2 inch off the top. I've got the generator going around the corner. I've got these siding strips that are all bent, and we're going to use them for furring strips. So they had these black ones that they already painted on, and apparently they need to be twice as many because these can bow and bend in this weather. So I've done the back side of the house here. You can see every other furring strip is new, and then I'll have to do the top half as well. It's about 11 at night. It's nice and cool out here. Still quite warm in the house, so it's nice to be working outside. I've got my little compressor, nail gun, and a whole bunch of bent wood that I'm straightening out as I nail to the wall so they're straight. I already laid out all the lines earlier in pen. You can't really see them, the lines, really that well, but there is a line there, believe it or not. Anyway, living the dream. Just to give you an idea of what the finished product is going to look like, this is what I meant by the siding. This is the siding that they're going to do, and or they've already started, obviously. And you can see the furring strips are painted black underneath, but we're going to double up all those, and somehow we're going to slide pieces up through the middle of these as well so they don't bend and flex over time. But yeah, looks pretty good.